All right, thank everyone for their patience. Welcome to the Hanover Township Committee meeting of May 14, 2026. And adequate notice of the May 14, 2026 regular meeting of the Township Committee has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by posting written notice and agenda in the meeting agenda of the meeting on the bulletin board in the municipal building, 1000 Route 10, Township of Hanover, by posting the same on the official township website and by delivering such notice to the following newspapers: Morris County Daily Record, Hanover Eagle, and by filing the same with the township clerk.
Roll call: Committeeman Cahill.
Here.
Committeeman Faramasca.
Here.
Committeeman Francioli.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Mahalko.
Here.
Mayor Gallagher is excused this evening. 4 members in attendance.
At this time, everyone please stand if you're able. Pledge of allegiance, and please remain standing for the prayer by Committeeman Faramasca. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Almighty God, please watch over and guide this governing body with an abundance of wisdom and understanding to help make the best decision for our residents. Please bless our first responders and township volunteers who help to keep us all safe. Also, bless our township employees and residents. Lastly, please let us pray for the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces who stand vigil over us always. Amen.
Amen.
Let's go in order. Let's start with the proclamation first.
Sure.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. We're going to just switch up the agenda a little bit. We're going to start with the proclamation. Committeeman Cahill, can you read that into the record for us, please?
Yes, thank you. So, this proclamation is to recognize National Police Week 2026 and to honor the service of all law enforcement officers, including the Hanover Township Police Department, and the sacrifices of the men and women killed in the line of duty in 2025 while guarding our communities and defending our democracy. Whereas the Township Committee of Hanover Township salute the men and women who do the difficult and dangerous work of safeguarding our communities. Police officers around the nation understand the tremendous responsibility bestowed upon them in protecting the freedom and liberty of all citizens. And whereas the men and women of the Hanover Township Police Department are dedicated to protecting all township residents and visitors with respect and dignity against deception, violence, and disorder. And whereas the residents and visitors of the Township of Hanover recognize the dangers of the law enforcement profession and understand the difficulties in performing the duties and responsibilities of a law enforcement officer. And whereas more than 800,000 law enforcement officers serve communities across the United States, including the 36 sworn police officers of Hanover Township Police Department. And whereas police officers continue to serve with courage and selflessness, and in 2025 alone, 111 officers made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty, joining more than 27,000 officers lost since the first recorded line of duty death in 1786. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover in the County of Morris and the State of New Jersey call upon all residents to observe May 10th, 2026 to May 16th, 2026 as National Police Week and show support to law enforcement officers who devote themselves to delivering exceptional service to this community and in communities across this great nation. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll bring Chief up now? Okay. Chief Locke, if you can come up, please.
So, thank you for that, those kind words, and as you can tell, the police department here is very grateful for your support, so thank you very much for that. This year we did have Detective Zach Brzezinski participate in the Police Unity Tour, which is a bicycle ride from here in Morris County all the way down to Washington, D.C., in recognition of Police Week and those that have lost their life in the line of duty. So, thank you very much for that. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. We're going to celebrate a few special hirings and a promotion and then an accreditation presentation as well. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for all of these ceremonies. So first, I'm going to call John up. John Kiska, I'm going to read a few words about you on your way up here, and then we're going to do the oath of office. So John graduated from JFK Memorial High School, which is part of the Woodbridge Township School District. After high school, John attended Montclair State University, where he earned a Bachelor's of Science degree. Shortly thereafter, John was hired by the New Jersey Juvenile Justice Commission as a correctional police officer. Upon graduating from the training academy, John was assigned to a correctional facility and carried out his job responsibilities, which included transportation of facility residents, conducting searches, maintaining a safe and secure environment, and responding to emergencies throughout the facility. During his time there, John completed the Police Bicycle Patrol course and the Law Enforcement Active Shooter Emergency Response Program. In September of 2023, John was recognized by the Commission as Officer of the Month. In the spring of 2025, John began the hiring process here in Hanover Township. John was subsequently hired and then started the Morris County Police Training Academy to complete the waiver process as part of the 105th Basic Course for Police Officers. Since completing that course, John has continued his training within the department as part of the field training program. We look forward to John being a proactive member of the Hanover Township Police Department and our extended community throughout Hanover Township. So, congratulations, John. All right, come on over. So, where do you hold that? I'm going to go to this side.
I state your name.
I, John Kiska,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and the
States
state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and
to the
allegiance
same
to the same,
and to the governments established
to the governments
in
established
the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in the state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of
the office
probationary
of
police
probation,
police officer recruit for the Township of Hanover
recruit for the Township of Hanover,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So,
Congratulations.
Welcome aboard. Congratulations, God. God bless you.
Photo bomb.
Okay. Next is Mo Hassan. Come on up. So, Mo graduated from Parsippany Hills High School and then earned an associate's degree from the County College of Morris. Mo enrolled at Montclair State University, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in justice studies. Mo was then hired by the Morris County Sheriff's Office and graduated as part of the 103rd Basic Course for Police Officers at the Morris County Public Safety Academy. Upon graduation, Mo was assigned to the Morris County Courthouse, where his responsibilities included courtroom security, transportation of prisoners, and responding to emergencies throughout the facility. Since joining the Hanover Township Police Department, Mo has been assigned to the Patrol Division, where he completed the field training program. We look forward to Mo being a proactive member of the Hanover Township Police Department and our extended community in Hanover Township. Congratulations, Mo.
I, Mahmoud Hassan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
the office of probationary police officer
the office of probationary police officer
for the Township of Hanover,
for the Township of Hanover,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
So next is the oath of office for Michael Puskas III. So Mike graduated from the High Point Regional High School and then earned a bachelor's degree from Montclair State University. During that time, he became certified as an emergency medical technician and was then enrolled in the alternate route program within the 81st Basic Course for Police Officers at the Morris County Public Safety Academy. Shortly after graduating, Mike was hired by the Randolph Township Police Department, where he worked from 2014 until being hired by Hanover Township in 2018. During his career, Mike has earned multiple life-saving awards, an Exceptional Duty Award, along with professional certifications, which include Motor Officer. Additionally, Mike successfully completed the rigorous selection process to become a member of the Morris County Office of Emergency Management Special Operations Group, which provides tactical medical care throughout the county. Mike has also been assigned as a field training officer, which has been instrumental in the training and evaluation of new officers here in the department. These skills have allowed Mike to better prepare as a frontline supervisor, and with his promotion to sergeant, Mike will continue his assignment in the patrol division. Congratulations, and we look forward to many more contributions that you will make to the department. Hold on one second.
Sorry, he has an entourage.
I state your name.
I, Michael Puskas,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established
established
in the United States
in the United
and
States
in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform
all
all the duties of
the duties of
the office of police sergeant
the office of police
for
sergeant
the Township of Hanover,
for the Township of Hanover,
Police Department,
Police Department,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
So next, we're going to have the presentation from Harry Delgado, who is the Executive Director of the New Jersey State Chiefs Association Accreditation Commission. So our department has been going through accreditation, the accreditation process, and Harry is here to present our certificate and give us a few words about the department and the process.
Thank you, Chief. Actually, the presentation tonight is truly special.
To add context to what I'm about to say, about 54% of all the agencies in the state of New Jersey, out of 54%, out of all the law enforcement agencies in the state of New Jersey that will be eligible to participate in our program have actually achieved accreditation once. When you consider those that have done it twice, that percentage drops to about 32%. 3 times, 12%. 4 times, 7.89%. The Hanover Police Department has actually gone through this cycle 5 times. They are actually members of a very elite group of law enforcement agencies of less than 4%, in fact 3.6%. So it's quite remarkable, their commitment to adhering to best practices. So if you indulge me for 2 minutes, I'd like to share with you the significance of the achievement. So the Hanover Township Police Department have once again made a commitment to adhering to best practices at the state and national level in a highly regarded statewide law enforcement accreditation program. This program, administered to the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police and the New Jersey Law Enforcement Accreditation Commission, has helped to transparently demonstrate the professionalism, transparency, and preparedness of state law enforcement agencies in the state's public safety system. Now, accreditation is more than a professional distinction. It is a strategic investment in organizational excellence. It positions law enforcement agencies to operate at the highest levels of professionalism while enhancing public trust, reducing risk, and promoting long-term operational success. Accreditation status represents this significant professional achievement, and this prestigious 5th re-accredited status demonstrates Chief Michael Luck's firm commitment to state and national standards and the continued expectations for quality, professional, and ethical policing of the Hanover Township Police Department. So it is clearly that under the leadership of Chief Michael Luck, a high level of competence, leadership, and professionalism is evident within the agency, as we saw here tonight. So it is our opinion that the Hanover Township Police Department is a highly professional and committed agency which exemplifies all of the tenets of law enforcement at the state and national level. Therefore, it is indeed my honor here tonight, on behalf of the New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police and the New Jersey Law Enforcement Commission, to congratulate Chief Michael Luck, Accreditation Manager Lieutenant Robert Carpenter, the members of the Hanover Township Police Department, the mayor, the council, and those citizens that they so proudly serve for having achieved the fifth re-accreditation, joining a very exclusive group of law enforcement agencies that makes a long-term commitment to excellence in policing. To all, indeed, congratulations. This is where you get the clap for your police.
So, Chief, if I could just add just a comment, I had something written down and it had a lot of those statistics, because that's what I was most amazed by, is just the fact that you've accomplished this 5 times, and you know, just, it says so much to not only you and your command staff, but the entire department. So since we've already gone through the numbers, I won't do that, but what did come to mind is, you know, we swore in 2 new officers, new promotion, but we also have a lot of younger guys on the force, and I just hope you understand that this is where the bar is and has been set for a long, long time. So I hope that you're really proud about, you know, the kind of department you work for, and I really look forward to seeing accreditation 6, 7, and 8. No pressure.
Thank you.
But thank you. You guys just do a great job.
Thank you for your support, but also the men and women of the Hanover Township Police Department.
100%.
There's probably some part of this process that you guys may not agree with, or it may seem a little cumbersome, but, you know, it is the best practices that we have in law enforcement. And I think this is a testament to your hard work throughout your careers here in Hanover. So thank you all for that, and thank you for your support as well. Thank you. If you want a wallet size, I'll make them up for you. First, a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending it with us.
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
What?
We didn't sing happy birthday.
You didn't. You don't.
At the end.
We got it.
Don't sing
That'll be
happy
our final
birthday.
remarks.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, dear Krista. Happy birthday to you. Speech.
So bad, thank you. Okay, you can all leave now. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you all.
Okay, now we're going to start the regular meeting tonight. Next on the agenda is the approval of the Township Committee meeting minutes of April 9th. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved.
You want to give it a second?
Nope. Next on the agenda, we have a letter of resignation from Edwin Rivera from the Department of Public Works effective May 8th, 2026. May I have a motion to approve the letter of communication?
So moved.
May I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Next is the public hearing and adoption of ordinance 21, 2026, 22, 2026, and 23, 2026, and 24, 2026. Proof of publication that the ordinances and the notice of introduction appeared in full on the township's website under legal notices on April 9th. I'd like to state for the record that ordinance 24 is a land use ordinance and therefore was sent to the Morris County Planning and Preservation Office as required by the municipal land use law. In addition, the law, it also required me to submit the ordinance to the 5 contiguous municipalities, and it was also sent via certified and regular mail to all property owners within 200 feet of that zone. Ordinance 24, 2026 was also referred to the Planning Board for their recommendation and referral. In a letter dated April 21st, 2026, from Planning Board Chairman Michael Critchley, it is stated that, if adopted, Ordinance 24, 2026 would, 1, eliminate the requirements that automotive repair and maintenance uses in the IB3 zone be part of the large-scale retail development. 2, eliminate the requirement that drive-in restaurants in the IB3 zone be part of a large-scale retail development. 3, restate and clarify the existing policy regarding individual lots within a larger development. 4, revise a lot area and lot width requirements to permit retail developments on smaller lots. 5, eliminate the requirement for a minimum floor area for retail development. And 6, eliminate the requirement that drive-in restaurants have access only within interval driveways on a shopping center. It is also stated that the board notes, however, the AHI zone is adjacent to the IB3 zone. Ordinance 2024-2026 does not reduce or eliminate the increased setbacks or buffer requirements for development adjacent to a residential zone. So in summary, the board believes that Ordinance 24 recognizes the changing character of the zone and is intended to promote the primary purpose of the zone, to promote the redevelopment or readapt useful or vacant and/or unutilized properties in the area in a manner that is compatible with the character of the area. So at this time, may I please have a motion to convene the public hearing on ordinances 21, 22, 23, and 24?
Make a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone in chambers wishing to be heard concerning ordinances 21, 22, 23, or 24? If so, please state your name and address for the record and which ordinance you would like to make comment about. Can we go to the podium? Please state your name and address.
I'm Stanley Klein. I live at 802 Chelsea Drive, Cedar Knolls, New Jersey.
Can you tilt that microphone up? Sure.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, thank you.
I understand that this is very interesting and very good development and progressive for the area. My major concern as a resident, I've lived here 8 years, and I've seen the development of the shopping centers and all the business that's come in. We have a major traffic problem. don't know if any of you had a chance to drive in the area in the late afternoon between about 4 o'clock to about 6, 7 p.m. I suggest you take the time and look at the congestion on Horse Hill Road, look at the congestion on Ridgedale Avenue, and look at the congestion on East Hanover. That should be a major consideration. Now the plan here is to put more retail environment in on Hanover Avenue. I don't get it. I like the idea of development. Something has to be done about the traffic. You cannot get around this neighborhood. Horse Hill Road is a major thoroughfare. It's not maintained. We're not even talking about the maintenance of it. You can have bumps. You can't get down that road during the period of between 4 and 6 p.m. You cannot get down Ridgedale on the way to Route 10 between 4 and 6 p.m. Cedar Knolls Road is backed up, coming into Ridgedale Avenue right near the high school, backed up 3 or 4 traffic lights. This needs to be taken into consideration. So that's my point of view. I love the retail, it's great. I live nearby, the shopping's great, except we don't have the roads to support it. So you want to build things on Ridgedale? Ridgedale is a 4-lane road. That could work, but feeding it is a problem for the residents and getting around the neighborhood. So that's my whole point of view. That's why I came tonight. And I thank you for the time.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out. And, you know, we could list all the roads all day long. You know, my children in high school just trying to get back and forth. Whippany Road backs up, Parsippany Road backs up. It's an ongoing problem, and we wrestle with it constantly.
What does the administration consider doing about it? We can't even get the road fixed on Horse Hill. Well, we have another year, and they could only fix half it because there's a drain problem or it wasn't addressed. So I'm not caring about potholes, I'm caring about tire.
No, understood, yeah.
I think with the benefactors of a regional issue, and most of the traffic that we're seeing, by the way, 110% agree with you. Living as I do in the Slope Drive area, trying to get out to Ridgedale Avenue at 3 o'clock is a bear. I literally have to go right to go left, so I go down to Fairchild and make my turn at the light. Well, all that traffic's coming in from the Morristown area. All that traffic is coming up from the Florida Park area. So as I said, we're the benefactor of all the development that's going on down there and the hours of businesses that release the traffic. There should be many things that could be done. Flex time isn't being used properly to try and adjust that. And God bless it, if there's an accident on 287, don't go home. I mean, Jefferson Road just seizes up. Can Hanover do something about it? We're trying to do our share with the county, having been a member of the Morris County Transportation Board. We're trying to make some expansions on Horse Hill Road at the top.
One thing.
You know, we have to acquire more lanes to relieve it where the connection goes up to 202. And there's an opportunity for us to do that. The county's looking at it right now. If we can get a dedicated right-hand turn, we could relieve some of that. Do I have the answers for the other massive traffics that we come into town? I don't. More traffic lights, is that the solution? I don't think so. You know?
I have an inexpensive answer possible. If at the junction of Horse Hill and Ridgedale, if you made a right-hand turn lane and lock it, then you would allow the cars to line up and you can make it right on red. There's no delineation at that corner.
Right.
Not be a lot of money to spend.
Coming off of Horse Hill onto Ridgedale? Yeah.
Not Horse Hill away from shopping.
There is room for a second lane there.
Well, it's not delineated with some
Yeah.
stripes, a couple of cans of paper.
We could take that up. We could take that up.
Good suggestion. Good suggestion. Thank you. Thank you.
Would anyone else like to make a comment regarding one of these ordinances?
Tony LaFredo. I live at 503 Spring Hollow Drive in Cedar Knolls. My question is this precipitated because we have found retail and commercial companies are interested in coming into our community? Or we're just thinking about doing this and hopefully attracting commercial and retail companies to come into the community? And then also to piggyback on that, what is the timeline of whatever the board, I believe, is anticipating for a change in the environment and being able to entertain commercial facilities and so on, especially on Horse Hill Road, which that's what would immediately affect us who live in on Vieira Drive and Vieira at Hanover condominiums.
I didn't hear half of the last question, but...
I think I can give you a little bit of background on this one.
Thank you.
If we could turn the clock back, maybe 12 years ago, 15 years ago, Hanover Avenue was a ghost town. Hanover Avenue was an environmental wasteland of old commercial entities that were out of business, and we were left to clean up the environmental disaster that we inherited. Fortunately, the planning board worked very, very hard to come up with a strategy, which has been heralded by many as the miracle on Hanover Avenue, which precipitated taking it from tumbleweeds, closed facilities, and just pure decay, and turning it into something that's very productive, while at the same time, we've done massive environmental cleanup. It's worked on Hanover Avenue, so we were able to attract what they would call large entities, many of them national in terms of scope, so that has worked. The issue tonight that we're talking about is what we would call infill. There are certain spots along that Hanover and Ridgedale area that lend themselves to being redeveloped. There was development there. This was not pasture land at all, any of this. And we're trying to facilitate that, to do it in a way that will be productive. Are we doing it what I would call on a speculative basis? We don't plan on speculation. We plan based upon what's good for the zone, and we see in that zone that there's opportunity to further develop in the zone, and we do believe that there will be interested parties that will come and make application once they're aware of it, because of just the popularity of that whole area. So that's from a planning standpoint. From a traffic management standpoint, which is the earlier question, much of this is done. The traffic volume increases are a function of how the state of New Jersey, the court system puts mandates on this township committee. And what the court system says is, Hanover, you're required to build X amount of units. It's not Hanover, we'd like you to build X amount of units. It's Hanover, here's an edict that you're going to build X amount of units. With those units come increased populations. Morris County probably is in the process of seeing a 20% increase in its population. 20% increase. That increase in population is going to have more cars. This is a well-built-out area, as we all know. We can't expand these roads. We can come up with some strategies like the gentleman in the red shirt came up with, and he said, hey, Hanover Avenue, as it travels towards Ridgedale Avenue, why don't we see if we can optimize that a bit? Why can't we put a dedicated right turn lane in so that we could move the queue faster? Committeeman Francioli, he spoke about something he's working on with the county. Hanover Avenue, when you go west, is a disaster after 3:30 at night. You can't get there.
Well aware of it.
You can't get there. So as a result of it, what he's been championing on behalf of this township committee is trying to get a right-hand turn lane established. So if I were traveling from here and I got on Hanover Avenue from Ridgedale Avenue, and we were all going together in a bus, and we wanted to go to Arthur's because we want to have Arthur's Burgers, Well, you'd be in a huge queue, but if we had that right turn lane established,
Relief.
we could provide
My
relief.
understanding that that's already been planned, I believe, that right-hand turn.
Where it's not in the plan, it's being worked on.
The county engineering department is looking at, there are properties available to create that right-hand lane, so that's just one little part of what we're trying to do.
We share your concerns. We agree with you. We're doing the best we can to manage it in a way that's productive for Hanover Township and it's safe for Hanover Township residents.
I was looking at the map that you provided with the ordinance, which Krista provided, and there is quite a bit of land that's focused on in terms of changing to IB3 along Horse Hill Road, where I believe there's currently a Verizon facility, there are solar panels there in that area. It's right next to ShopRite. I'm not sure what goes behind it, but it's all part of the change in IP3. Do you anticipate that area, also I believe Novartis is back there as well in that same location. Do you anticipate commercial and retail facilities in that particular location as well? Because that does immediately border Horse Hill.
We know of no interest at this time for any further commercial development on that part of Horse Hill Road that you're speaking about. The Verizon facility is what they would call a long line center. That's not going anywhere. That's part of the infrastructure. So that's not going to happen. Those solar panels have been put up. They're not going to go away. So I don't know of any issue that's been brought to this township committee. There might be rumors, speculation, but we know of nothing.
There's a couple of retailers, but they're being looked at, that are for sale, but they're being looked at from an institutional use, which is low impact. So John's right, there's nothing really that's going to improve in that area.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Along that, on Ridgeville, there's an empty factory building that houses the paper factory. That's part of this development, there's going to be retail stores in that?
Yeah, what we talked about tonight in terms of zoning, the old Allen Paper facility, which has been defunct, originally there was interest on the part of a leading national retailer, food retailer, to come to that area. They withdrew their application. And what we're doing is we are fine-tuning that zone to allow that zone to participate in the growth that's gone on Hanover Avenue.
You're going to add more traffic.
Are we going to add more traffic?
You're going to have, with more retail stores, you're going to have more...
The retail stores, in all fairness, you don't need any more traffic if you're a retailer to survive in this area. You've got enough eyeballs passing that location.
I'm saying the traffic will increase because of the retailers there.
Yeah, so let's rein this back in, but to your point, if we don't go retail, it's going to go residential. It's going to get built. And our preference tends to be bring in a retail, bring in a rateable, to limit the number of people that are coming in if possible. And these are specific areas that are best suited for retail or commercial use. But we live here too. We're stuck in traffic too, so. Anyone else? Anyone else on this matter?
Motion to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And now on adoption, may I have a motion to adopt ordinances 21, 2026, 22, 2026, 23, 2026, and 2024, 26?
So moved.
Second.
On roll call, Committeeman Cahill.
Aye.
Committeeman Faramasca.
Aye.
Committeeman Francioli.
Aye.
And Deputy Mayor Malco.
Yes.
So adopted. Next on the agenda, I'd like to introduce ordinance 25, 2026, 26, 2026, and 27, 2026. I'd like to read each one into the record, please. Ordinance 25, 2026 is a bond ordinance appropriating $2,300,000 and authorizing the issuance of $2,189,000 bond or notes of the township for various improvements or purpose authorized to be undertaken by the Township of Hanover in the County of Morris, New Jersey. Ordinance number 26, 2026 is an ordinance of the Township of Hanover, County of Morris, State of New Jersey, extending the affordability controls for all very low, and moderate income rental units within the Metro West inclusionary development. Ordinance number 27, 2026. It's an ordinance of the Township of Hanover, County of Morris, State of New Jersey, extending the affordability controls on all very low, and moderate income rental units within the Sterling Park at Hanover inclusionary development. I'd like to state for the record that the ordinances and their respective notices of introduction will be published in full in the Township's website under the legal notes according with the law. Public hearing is scheduled for June 11th, 2026, 8 p.m. If any member of the public would like to be heard regarding these ordinances, they will be given the opportunity to do so that evening. May I now have a motion to introduce ordinance 25, 2026, 26, 2026, and 27, 2026?
Make the motion.
May I have a second?
Second?
And Deputy Mayor, may I just make a comment on these ordinances? For each one of them, 2026 is a bond ordinance for $2.189 million. And I think it's important to note that the township sold a tax sale certificate that for years we didn't get paid for a property that was contaminated. And the highest bidder came in at $3 million, like $25,000. We expect to get paid on that certificate and close that transaction. And for some reason, that transaction doesn't go through. There were two other bidders. So the point is, for this particular transaction, this is to, basically, it's like a bridge loan. You're borrowing funds, but not long-term. It's short-term, because at the end of the day, and hopefully by the end of the year, you'll have more than enough capital to pay the entire principal of the bond off. And I just want to point that out for the record, because on a standalone, it may look like a bond ordinance, but it's short-term notes, and it's because you're anticipating that you will have the closing and the funds to pay this off, so you can use those funds now for your capital improvement projects, as opposed to losing a year. And for the other two ordinances, it's the extension of affordability controls. And here again, this year, we had the fourth round affordable housing settlement, and the township came in with less than 200 new units for the next 10 years, which is a record out of all the prior rounds of affordable housing as to what you're going to see for the next 10 years. That is a fraction of what has occurred in the past, because you've taken certain steps, what's known as extending affordability control. So if you have an affordable housing unit, they have a year's life of 30. After 30 years, the intent of the statute was they could be extended. Well, the township did that when it came to Eden Woods. They extended those affordability controls. That was challenged and upheld by the court. And what you get for that is you get to reuse these affordable units without building 4 new market units. So here's 2 more projects that are, the affordability is going to expire. They're actually rental units that are owned by one entity, and one is by Metro West. There's approximately, I believe, 66 units that are going to expire, so the township, by way of the affordable housing regulations, and we've really looked at ways to maximize the affordability of these units and to minimize the development of new multifamily housing. So with this ordinance, it's 66 potential units that will be extended and reused again, so you don't have to build 4 market units to ever get back those 66, whether it's over the next 10 years or thereafter. And the second one is Sterling Park. That has approximately 33 affordable units that are going to expire, and the law says that we can take this action and expand the life of 30 years beyond that. And if there's any kind of financial obligation that were to come forward here, that would come out of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, and that is not taxpayer dollars. That's money that developers had to put into the trust fund for the benefit of projects like these. So in total, you could spare almost 600 multifamily units by considering these 2 ordinances. And even more importantly, for the residents that live in these units, and we've seen this. Instead of them getting a letter that their rent is going to triple, now they're protected going forward. If the units are extended, they won't have to move out, or they won't have to pay 3 times the amount of rent. So, thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, thank you. No, excellent explanation.
Very close. May I ask a quick question?
Oh, please.
Sorry, I'll go for it.
Yeah, please.
Diana Plaza, 2 Briarwood Court. I just had a question about the bond ordinance. And there's a significant cost associated, $2.3 million allocated to that. And do you already know what all of these various improvements are? Are they listed somewhere? Do you have contracts with them? Like, what's the status of them? Or are they just in case we need to fix a pothole kind of thing?
No, it is, there are several different, do we have the list?
Yeah, it's listed actually on the ordinance.
Yeah. Everything from the $500,000 to repair the HVAC,
The police dispatch.
Police dispatch
Number
was
of trucks for
600.
DPW. Resurfacing of roads. Yeah, it's all listed.
Yeah, we felt it best, you know, when we were working on our budget, it was a very difficult budget year, and we had a couple options. You know, first option was to do nothing, which means not repair the HVAC, not repair the police desk. That's not really an option, right? We can't do nothing. We've done enough of that. We need to keep moving our town forward. Second option would be to just raise our taxes. I think we were talking somewhere 15%, something crazy number that none of us agreed with. Then we kind of dug a little deeper, trimmed our fat a little bit as best we could. We went line by line. We knew that we had this tax certificate coming to us within about a year to 18 months. So we felt it best not to kick the can on some of these events that are going to be happening. Again, HVAC, let's use that money now, so on tomorrow's dollar that's coming back. So we felt it best not to, expand or increase the taxes so dramatically. I believe we still kept it about 3.25%, I think is where we sat, around 3.25% rather than going up as high. Again, yes, we will have to pay some interest on that money, but I think it was 4% interest, 3 to 4% interest on that. But again, we felt it best, let's use those dollars now. Let's solve these problems now, knowing that we have that money coming not too long off. It's not at 30 years. We're not going to wind up paying $2 million in interest back. I would vehemently object to that. And again, I'm not a big fan of debt, but there are times where it does actually work.
And just to add to your point, one of the things that compelled us to make this decision, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
You know, because of the perception of the public and the tradition in the township, and, you know, to our attorney's point, it's not a long-term bond. And we've done this before. This has been done when we added on to the municipal building years ago. But my point is, we may be paying a little interest, for sure. But what we were looking at is some of the things that we didn't do that perhaps we should have done a few years ago. I'll give only one example. The one-armed garbage trucks that drive around town and collect our trash, right? 2 years ago, a new one of those would have cost $400,000. Last year, the price for a new one is $480,000. I think we can all agree prices are still going up on a lot of things. And that was also true with the air conditioning systems and getting the types of systems that we need for this building. People don't keep those in inventory anymore, so they have to be ordered, and the prices are just skyrocketing. So really, at the end of the day, while we may be paying some interest, the benefit in savings will probably be pretty obvious if we look next year and say, hey, I wonder what those things would have cost had we had waited. So.
I'll tell you, the air conditioning system is working just fine. In fact, I'm freezing to death. So I don't know if we need to really spend that money this year, but then
Come
is
in the
there...
afternoon when we're all sweating or have jackets on, we don't know if it's hot or cold.
I don't feel a problem at all.
Right now,
with
it's
air
good,
conditioning.
but-
It feels too good.
Yeah.
And then the other question is, what if that, with 3 million, whatever, doesn't come through? Is there a risk? And is there mitigation to that risk
Yeah,
then?
there's 2 other bidders that bid for this certificate, so it would be very easy to go back to either one of them for them to make that offer and buy it. But this particular bidder now is about to make its second installment payment and take all the steps going forward. And I just add, because I heard the committee ever talk about this, that as opposed to maybe in the past to just wait, the other difference too is I think there's 5 was always the goal for roads, and I think there's 12 that you're looking at.
Yeah.
And if you pave the roads in October or after, studies show, and Jerry can help me, that they don't last as well as doing it earlier in the year. So all of that was somewhere along the line in the discussion to utilize that anticipation of the revenue and at this point take the short-term loan.
Yeah. So part of the resolutions tonight are approval of a lot of that paving, getting that rolling. So, thank you. Anyone else?
Motion to close?
Second?
Okay.
All in favor?
I think we did our motion of
we did.
introduction, so I think we just...
You have to vote on it,
Roll call.
yeah.
All right,
Sorry,
I don't know where we're at. Keep going.
Good thing I have notes. Okay, on roll call to introduce ordinances 25, 26, and 27. Roll call, Committeeman Cahill.
Yes.
Committeeman Faramasca.
Aye.
Committeeman Francioli.
Aye.
And Deputy Mayor Mahalko.
Yes.
So introduced. Our next order of business is the approval of resolutions as a consent agenda, Resolutions 93, 2026 through 116, 2026. I have one additional item that did not make the agenda, and I apologize, but I will read the title into the record. It will be Resolution 117-2026, and it's a resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover authorizing a second addendum to the Public Health Shared Service Agreement by and between the Township of Hanover and the County of Morris concerning the assignment of county public health nurses, employees in providing service to the Township of Hanover during the balance of the 2026 year, and further authorizing the mayor and township clerk to execute the agreement, all in accordance with NJSA 40A65-4 and NJSA 26:3A2-1 and NJAC 8:52-1.1. Does any member of the governing body have any questions regarding any of the mentioned resolutions?
I think it's really should be noted that for the Board of Health, and with the addition of the county and Dr. Perez, the overall amount of dollars that Hanover Township saved by going in with the County Board of Health, and this resolution memorializes some of that, has been incredible over the last 12, 14 years, so aye on that.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve the resolutions as a consent agenda, including resolution number 117?
Make a motion?
May I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved, thank you. Next, we have to pay our bills in the amount of $6,635,864.21. May I please have a motion to pay the bills?
Motion for the CFO to pay the bill.
Thank you, John. May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor to pay the bills?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor and the members of the committee, that clears the agenda, and I thank you very much. Sorry, it was a long one.
No, thank you, Krista. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, may I have a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Floor is open. If anyone would like to speak, you have 4 minutes. Please step up, state your name and your address.
John Argarillo, 2 Lexington Court. You answered a couple of questions about the ordinance 25, 2026 that I already have. And I understand the purpose of taking out the bond. That's how towns work. Take out the bond and you do whatever you got to do and you pay it off over time. Now, you said the interest rates, you're anticipated 3 or 4%, okay? Now, you stated that you're balancing this off against a tax rebate off of the property that is being sold, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the assumption is the duration of this bill is going to be a year?
Approximately.
Possible, or you haven't decided yet?
When you say the bill, what do you mean?
Well,
You mean the
the
bond?
duration, I'm talking about duration
Duration of
this note.
of the note.
Okay,
When you
because
said bill, I
if
wasn't sure
it's
what you
a
mean.
year, it's a bill.
Yeah.
If it's more than a year, it's a note. So my question is, have you anticipated the duration of it?
Hopefully, we'll get it taken care of within the year, yeah.
Within a year,
Yeah.
okay. Now, we all know that there's always risk involved, and you said that there's 2 other bidders. The other 2 other bidders may turn around and say, forget it. Okay, so my question is, what happens if they don't, and how are you going to service it?
No, we'll have to continue the bond, or we'll have to keep funding it that way.
Okay, so you're going to roll it over?
We would have to, yeah.
Okay.
Or, again, the converse is, raise taxes, pay it off.
Okay. And who's going to be the underwriter of this?
Has it gone out to?
No, I don't believe there'd be an underwriter, you go out to bid.
Yeah.
And when you bid, the lowest interest rate is the one that prevails, and there's, even the town's insurance fund now bids to keep the rates down, so the town gets, very competitive rates. And I have to say, Deputy Mayor, I know the mayor had said to me, there were 2 people who called him about this property and this tax sale note, even in the last year, and I said, no, you can't negotiate with them right now. Like, they're on...
Right.
They've taken steps, significant steps, to close on this certificate and this transaction. It's a contract, so nothing's for certain, and that had accrued interest at 18%, during this time, so it's a positive, hopefully a positive cash flow event,
Yeah, we're very confident that this is going to follow through as planned. It's not like we're rolling the dice 50-50. This is a pretty...
It's not a question of, me assuming that you guys are rolling the dice.
Yeah.
I'm just asking the question as to how are you going to service it if it all falls through. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
And you stated that you guys are putting it out to bid?
It went out to bid already. Oh, when you mean the bond?
No, the actual bond in itself.
The bond,
When I asked about the underwriter.
Oh, yeah, the bond goes out. The underwriter is whoever our bond counsel is who puts it out, but not that they underwrite, but they put it out to bid, and then the lowest bidder for the interest rate that's who it's awarded to. So, and we'll be able to report on that once that occurs, what the rate of interest is.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming it's like one entity that's taking the entire lot?
I think it would be, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else?
Yeah, my name is Bill Miller. I live on 16 Fanick Road. I've been a resident of town 40 years. I just want to say you run a good town.
Thank you.
It's very impressive, and thank you very much. Now to my little corner of the world on Fanick Road. I have several concerns. I was here a couple of months ago and brought up the fact of the spraying along the power lines. And I haven't received any input on that. Mayor Gallagher came over my house last week, and we talked about my concerns with the spraying and also the community garden. And I have some questions concerning all of that. Community garden, start with that. I saw the whole budget for it, and it runs basically, can you hear me okay?
I'm having a tough time hearing today. I don't know if it's just me or... Is it me? Yeah, okay.
It's me?
No.
Okay.
Everybody else can hear you, I just can't.
Anyhow, the garden, the budget I looked at, and basically talking $60,000 to $70,000. I'm not against the garden, but I brought up the fact that the expansion of it goes right in my front yard. And I brought up the fact that the garden is not well maintained. In fact, 6 months a year, 7 months a year, it looks like a dump because the tenant gardeners pack up and leave, and they leave everything all around the place. And Mayor Gallagher saw that for himself, and he said this should be cleaned up, but it's not. And this is what I look at from my front porch 7 months a year. And there's no money in that budget to put any buffer zone between my neighborhood and that uncared for garden. And I certainly think that town should be addressed. I mean, if we're going to take pride in our community garden, then let's make it look like it's part of Hanover Township and have some pride in it.
Ron,
But right now, it's not taken care of.
Yeah, what's the input? What's the status of the garden? Are we...
Just to
Do you mind
update
taking a
everyone,
minute, just a quick minute?
the administrator brought in the bids this past week and informed me of them, and we are going to reject the bid. So as far as the expansion is concerned, it's my opinion that we're not going to do any expansion until other improvements within the garden take place. There will be a review with the garden committee, and they're coming next 2 weeks from now, along with our Public Works Department, take a look at it. Don't disagree with you, there's certain areas of the garden that have to be cleaned up. I don't like to see pallets behind the shed, I don't like to see other areas that are overgrown. We have certain issues in the garden that we're trying to address where weeds are concerned. Since the garden's organic, it's not a matter of just spraying anything to kill the weeds. Certain areas of the garden that were expanded for the interfaith food pantry, etc., are not in conformity. I brought that to the committee's attention. We'll be taking a look at that. What does conformity mean? We're limiting the gardens to 4-foot by 16-foot plots of land where the gardeners can go, and those are maintained by wood chips in between.
See where this goes.
The rear of the garden by you has grass growing all through there, and it's, in my opinion, it's foolish to allow the grass to grow there. We have to mow the grass. It's foolish.
I have no problem with that.
So
I'm saying there should be some sort of buffer
We're going
so
to
that we don't
do
look at a
total
trash
overhaul
pile.
of what we have. We'll redo our inventory. Right now, all the gardens are accounted for where we are, but there'll be no expansion, in my opinion, until there are additional improvements to the present garden.
Okay, but just as a point of reference, as of yesterday, there was 79 plots out of the 148 plots there, 79 were accounted for. So almost 50% of the garden isn't used, and
You can't do the math that way because several gardeners have 2 and 3 gardens. So most of the 144 do have some open for expansion. but
the
most
rec
of them aren't.
department, I can only go by what I'm told. The rec department woman told me that there's 79 plots
This
paid for.
garden overall, while it does need some improvement along the way, in looking at gardens that I've reviewed in Morris Plains, in Denville, Morristown, which has 3 beautiful gardens, have all contributed to the community in so many different ways. We've given over 1,000 pounds of vegetables to the Interfaith Food Pantry. There's more we can do. Had we not built the garden and left the land in its present state, and it isn't purchased by Green Acres, so it's not covered under...
If I went in that garden and picked up all the
Looking at
trash,
about 64 more housing units. Would you like that?
no.
Ah.
But the housing on its, I never said I was against the garden. I said I would be interested
Yeah.
in having a buffer zone.
All right, thank you.
And one other fact is the spraying. I asked about the spraying that goes along there. All my residents on my street, the 5 homes, all have wells. Some of them are shallow wells. That's wetlands over there. The JCP&L sprays that.
Joe?
I think Joe can talk to that.
Bill,
Okay.
back in March, I sent you information from First Energy Corporation, which was a booklet on the type of
I never got
materials. What's that?
I never received it.
You never got the email? March 18th? I'll be glad to send it to you
I'll have to
tomorrow.
check. You said it by email. Okay, I
I
thought,
sent it by email, and
Okay.
we even had the health officer check it out with JCP&L. And your own claim that you understand that the EPA, the US EPA, approves that type of spraying. In fact, it's stated in that booklet that I sent you. So First Energy Corporation, to the best of our knowledge, is using insecticides or pesticides that have been approved by the federal government. But I'll be glad to send it to you again. I know you have a difference of opinion on that based on your own relatives who are going through some issues. So
very much.
I understand
Very
that,
much
Bill.
so.
But I did send you that information back in March 18th. I'll be glad to send it to you again.
Okay, okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
We'll keep you updated on the cleanup, Bill. We'll keep you updated once we're done with our tour of the garden.
I'll see it every day, I'm holding it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Ms. Baird.
Good evening, Terry Baird, the Whippany section of Hanover Township.
See, I can hear...
My voice.
Yeah, I can hear Terry just fine, thank you.
Taught in Newark for 25 years.
Too many jackhammers.
You know, and I'm going to address Bill's concern about the JCP&L. Having only lived where I live over 60 years, I have dealt with the power line for all my life. And back in the 70s, when they sprayed, I lost my whole flock of goats because they had died. And so I made it my mission when I was a teenager that I was not going to let them ever spray on my property again. They don't spray on my property. Okay? You can request that they don't spray. They can come through and clear cut it, but they don't have to spray. But you have to get them. What I usually do is, usually in the newspaper, there's an article, a square, a public notice, gives an 800 number, whatever. It's usually the one over on Madison Ave. And I call them. I try to find out who the contractor is. They might even be on my phone. I get in touch with them, I meet with them there at the location, show them where my boundaries are, and that I don't want any spraying from the top of Parsippany Road all the way down to the bottom of my hill, because I don't want any runoff on my property either. And usually they're very cooperative with that. So same thing around the community garden, around your wells. If the guys don't know, they're not told, they don't know. So I would definitely, and if you see them out there, just stop them. That's what I do. I do. If I see them, they've already marked the areas. They've already tagged the trees. So the climbers will be coming soon. But usually after that is when they go through and do, what they do is they will cut down the hardwood down, and then they'll spray the stubs, whatever you want to call. But it's all, even though it's EPA approved, it's still an herbicide. It's usually some derivative of glyphosate. It's not something you want to be spraying willy-nilly around, in your fields, at least for me anyway. And I've had very good luck with that. So if you want to touch base, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Terry.
It should be noted, as it is in the bylaws for the garden, and every gardener is briefed on it, it is totally organic. You are now allowed to use any inorganic chemicals in your garden or around the garden. And the same thing is true for us maintaining the perimeter. We'll use combinations of vinegar with dishwater, etc., to kill weeds. We have a new product that we're taking a look at now, which is supposed to be totally inert and safe. We'll investigate that as well. But the garden in general, and the vegetables and all the product coming off of that, totally organic.
In addition to this, I've been over at the pool when they've gone and sprayed, whatever the DPW hires out for them to come in and do so-called fertilizing, and then they'll also do, so you don't have your dandelions and your broadleaves. That same thing. They shouldn't be doing that, because the stuff that they told me, because I asked them specifically what it was, it shouldn't be anywhere near. If you want to get really truly organic certification, even the fence posts that you have over there that are treated, you can't have. So any kind of chemical like that shouldn't be anywhere near that sort of thing. So just so you know, that even the town that you have, that nice green lawn in front of the pool, that's got chemicals on it, and people walk their dogs there.
You're going to need something. Sorry.
Hi, one more quick question. Are there any plans to do anything at Stony Brook Park over here? There's quite a number of ticks all over that park, and it's scary to walk your dog there. I get very nervous when I see children playing soccer there, but there's quite a number of ticks there, and I don't know if anyone can go out there and do some kind of an investigation and perhaps treat that field. I don't feel safe with children playing soccer there with all those ticks in the place. So just wanted to bring that to your attention, because maybe you guys don't, walk in the park during your workday, but just so you know, there's a lot of ticks there.
No, thank you for bringing it to our attention. We'll pass that on. Thank you. Anyone else? Hearing none, seeing none?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Any of my fellow committeemen, I know we have a little bit more work to do. You want to give just a quick...
Springtime's roads. You saw tonight that we have a number of roads going out. It's basically in addition to Poplar, it's the Heritage Woods section of Independence, Heritage, Constitution, Lexington, Bunker Hill, Brandywine, Concord Road. So significant road activity will be occurring there. There was, talking about our parks, there was a major corporate cleanup done. WARWAC, the Whippany River Water Action Committee, in conjunction with the Green Team, worked with our corporations, and we thank Bayer, Barclays, Marzzetti Falcon, and Biometrics for participating. They helped clean up over 6 of our parks and did a fantastic job, and we truly thank them for all of that work. The Green Team will have Shred Day on September 19th. I know it's popular, so put it in your book now, September 19th. Hanover Township residents, all you can bring. EDAC will be conducting what it's called its business networking event on October 7th. And this is the time of year when we're all out and about, walking, enjoying the daylight. As you're walking and you see streetlights that are out, I want to deputize you, along with the Township Committee, to help us get those lights to work. And the best way you can do it is either call in this number, 888-544-4877, or report it on the JCP&L website so that we can get those streetlights fixed. Deputy Mayor, that concludes my remarks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can also do it on our website as well.
Yes, and on our Hanover Township website as well. Thank you.
Mr. Francioli?
Just don't stop your car in the middle of the road to get the ID off the light. We frown on that. Very briefly, Mr. Mayor, this past Wednesday at the Morris County College, the county commissioners provided a wonderful reception to all of the Morris County volunteers who give their time in so many different ways, on so many different committees, and save the county countless thousands and thousands of dollars. I just want to say thank you on a part of myself, Hanover Township, et cetera, commissioners, for a great job they're doing up there. Certainly want to thank the culinary arts students who are up there that provided the reception for all of these volunteers as well. Beautifully done, well done. We're very, very proud of the county college. Engineering areas, new buildings that are going up. I'm very proud of a concept that they're using, which involves their own students in both engineering and architectural design to work on the very buildings that they're putting up on the campus. So I think that's fantastic in itself. They're one of the best county colleges in the state. So commissioners, you're doing a great job. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Mr. Cahill?
Just want to again congratulate new officers Kiska and Hassan, as well as promotion for Sergeant Puskas. Also, congratulations to the entire department again on that accreditation. It's a really, really huge accomplishment and worthy of repeating again. There was an ordinance on our agenda today, and had to do with a grant that was provided by the state of New Jersey. I probably talked about this last meeting, but we received a $7,000 grant to the police department for a program called Put the Phone Away or Pay. That took place starting at the beginning of April and ended at the end of April. So I don't have any stats yet on exactly what was done with the money and what the results were, but I'll have that in the future. I wanted to take a moment to thank Jane Schrader. During our work session this evening at 7, she presented to us some work that she had done. It only took her about 265 hours, so we'll expect a little more effort moving forward, if you don't mind, Jane, but serious, kidding. But she basically inventoried and documented virtually the entire archive room. And the archive room in Hanover Township is a small room in the rec center that is jam-packed and could often be in disarray. And Janie did a fantastic job on that. And looking forward to more of your great work, but then also hopefully there'll be some things that we can do in the future to get that out to the public so we can actually share this great treasure with the public. Last time, Mike, were you going to talk about Memorial Day Parade?
Go ahead.
You probably elaborate, but Memorial Day Parade, Monday, May 25th, starts at the high school. We kick it off at 9:30 a.m. If you keep an eye on the website, early next week, there'll be more logistics information regarding parking, bus service. There'll be bus service again from the parade route to the Legion for the ceremony there. It'll be very much similar to the way we've done it last year, so hopefully if it is like last year, we also have the same weather that we've had for the past few years as well. We've been very lucky, but anyway, that's all I've got right now.
No, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cahill. Yeah, again, Memorial Day Parade is coming up. I want to thank all of the committeemen. They're part of the parade committee, and we got a great group that brings this to you guys. So roads will be closing down at 9 a.m. You will not be able to drive down those roads near the high school. They will get shut down. I don't want it to be a surprise, so just so you know. Step off is 9:30. And then there will be buses that'll shuttle you after the parade to the American Legion, and then back to the church, and then to the high school, to OLM, and then back to the high school afterwards. So you can get a ride there and back. So please come out. Everybody says, oh, half of Hanover Township goes down the shore that weekend. Yeah, but the other half is still here. And we have a great turnout. Thousands of people come out and support all of our local clubs and really support our veterans and the fallen veterans. And that's what we're doing, is honoring them. So thank you. Just a couple things real quick. The seniors have their spring luncheon coming up. If you're of age and want to get involved, our seniors are a terrific group. Information's on the website. It's $10, I think, to come to sign up for a senior. Last year we had 400. The 400th member sitting in the back. And so it's a great group. Almost every Wednesday there's something going on. So again, please sign up. Come meet some people. There's always programs going on. This Sunday we have Cultural Arts put together a Ukrainian cultural event at our rec center. That's another terrific event that's coming up. Again, Jane and Blanche here, two great members of our cultural arts. Again, come out and check it out. There'll be food, there'll be dancing, there'll be other cultural, Ukrainian cultural things. Recreation, we had Touch-a-Truck last weekend. It was fantastic. We had a lot of kids come out. Got to honk the horns and blast the sirens and climb all over the vehicles. It was really a great event. We had a beautiful day. Probably one of our biggest Touch-a-Trucks. It was really, really good to see. Again, a lot of the young kids coming out. Couple things coming up. Central Park, hopefully by the end of the month, should be ready to go. We'll be painting next week, weather permitting, and then shortly after that, we'll be able to go on. June 20th, I believe we're going to have a ribbon cutting, correct? Yeah. So June 20th, I'll get you more information as we get closer, but we're going to have a ribbon cutting with, we have rumors that we're going to have some of the participants from the Devils coming down, some of the clubs coming out and supporting. So as we get more information, we'll keep you posted. Memorial Day weekend is right around the corner. Yep. It brings us to Lee Meadow Pool. It will be opening. Fingers crossed about the splash pad. I think we got a little glitch, but I was assured that we're going to get close. We're trying. So we're getting there. It'll definitely be ready. The splash pad will definitely be ready for a full season, if not the second week that we're open in June. It'll definitely be ready for then. But we're crossing our fingers. We've been over there. If you've seen the Facebook posts, Really some terrific pictures, great amenity, doing a lot of upgrades to the pool over there. Even just, more than just a coat of paint. We're really sprucing things up, new flooring, stuff like that. I believe we have a new vendor running the concession stand this year, so we're really anxious for that too. So that's it. I want to keep it short and sweet because we got some more work to do. Thank you all. Have a safe and happy Memorial Day. Hopefully we see you out there for the parade.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, yeah.